Have you ever wondered why the world's most famous stress relief herb might actually be the reason your heart is racing, your skin is breaking out, and your stomach is in knots? It is the ultimate paradox of the ancient world. A root that smells like horse dung, yet promises the strength, vitality, and sexual power of a stallion. For the exhausted corporate professional, the frustrated student, or the burnt-out parent, Ashwagandha sounds like a miracle. But there is a hidden side to this category king of plants that almost no one is talking about. If you are just popping a capsule with a sip of water and hoping for the best, you aren't just wasting your money, you might be accidentally steering your health into a storm of side effects. To understand why this plant is so misunderstood, we have to look at its very foundation. In the ancient texts of Ayurveda, Ashwagandha is not just a supplement, it is a rasena, an elixir for life extension. The beauty of it is captured in a vivid, cinematic metaphor. It nourishes a weak, emaciated person just like rain nourishes a small, dying plant. But here is the first secret that most modern manufacturers miss: the power is in the root, and the root alone. While some research has poked at the leaves, the Ministry of Ayush has been clear: the root is the only part that should be used in medicine. If your supplement includes leaf extracts, you are moving away from the true intelligence of the plant. But even with the right part of the plant, the preparation is where most people fail. You have two main choices: the churna, which is the raw powder, or the concentrated capsule. The powder is the traditional soul of the medicine, but it carries a bitter, pungent taste that many find hard to swallow. The capsule is convenient, yet it poses a danger to those with a pitta body type. Because ashwagandha is plushna, or hot in potency, taking a dry capsule on an empty stomach can trigger a burning sensation, gastritis, or even loose motions. This is why the preparation must involve a vehicle known as an anyapana. Think of ashwagandha as a powerful engine, but the drink you take it with is the steering wheel. This brings us to the metabolic switch, the most important concept for anyone looking to change their body composition. How can one single root be the secret to both rapid weight gain and effective weight loss? It all comes down to the synergy. If you are a beginner looking to shed weight and clear out brain fog, you must take ashwagandha with honey. The honey activates a scraping quality that helps the body burn through fat and clear out heavy, stagnant energy. But if you are a corporate professional feeling hollowed out and need to gain healthy muscle mass, you flip the switch by mixing that same root with ghee, full cream milk, and sugar. In this combination, the herb becomes a building block, nourishing the tissues and adding strength to the frame. For those of you who feel like you are constantly running on adrenaline, the science behind this root is your modern shield. We often hear about it being a chill pill, but recent collaborative studies between IIT Delhi and researchers in Japan have discovered something much deeper. A specific chemical in the root called withania has shown the potential to block the main protease of viruses, essentially acting as cellular armor in a world that feels increasingly toxic. It doesn't just calm you down, it stimulates your thyroid engine, specifically boosting T3 and T4 levels while lowering TSH. For anyone struggling with the cold sensitivity and sluggishness of hyperthyroidism, this root is a literal spark plug for your metabolism. However, we must address the blue ocean of drug interactions and side effects that most creators ignore. If you are a pitta type, someone who runs hot, loses their temper easily, or has a sensitive stomach, taking ashwagandha alone can actually increase your anxiety. It is too much fire on fire. This is why the traditional Kshirapaka preparation is a non-negotiable safety protocol. By boiling the root powder in a mixture of milk and water until only the milk remains, you nullify the harsh heat of the herb. This processed milk becomes a soothing, nerve-calming tonic that provides all the benefits without the burnout. Even if you do everything right, you must respect the gap rule. This isn't a herb you take for years without looking back. It is so potent that your body needs a reset. The most effective protocol is to use it for 4 to 8 weeks and then take a break. If you have ever felt a strange sense of anxiety after missing a single day, it isn't addiction, it's your body struggling to find its baseline after being pushed by the stallion root. You must wean yourself off gradually, tapering the dose over a few weeks to allow your natural systems to take over the reins. As we reach the payoff of this journey, consider the ultimate herbal synergy for the one thing we all crave: deep, restorative sleep. While ashwagandha is famous for rest, its heat can sometimes keep the mind spinning in the middle of the night. The final pro tip, rarely whispered in mainstream circles, is to combine your nightly dose with a tiny pinch of nutmeg. Nutmeg acts as a sedative anchor, grounding the heat of the ashwagandha and ensuring that you don't just fall asleep, but that you stay in that deep, healing state. Stop treating your health like a guessing game of random pills. Understand the potency, choose the right vehicle, and respect the ancient fire of the horse root. Only then will you truly transform from a wilting plant into a force of nature. Like this video, share it forward, comment your experience below, and follow us so you don't miss the next secret.